Welcome back to Podcasting for Personal Brands, the podcast committed to empowering authors, coaches, and professional speakers in their podcasting journey. Today, we're tackling a vital topic that comes into play once you've laid the groundwork and started your podcast: growing and scaling your podcast. Growing your podcast means increasing your listener base, while scaling your podcast typically involves expanding the scope of your podcast, such as increasing episode frequency, offering premium content, or even starting a podcast network. Both are crucial for your podcast's long-term success. So let's jump right into the strategies. Consistent content. Regularly publishing high-quality content is key. Consistency builds trust with your audience and can improve your podcast's visibility on platforms that favor regularly updated content. SEO optimization. Optimize your podcast title, description, and show notes with relevant keywords to help potential listeners find your podcast through search engines. Guest appearances. Appearing as a guest on other podcasts, especially those with a similar target audience, can be a fantastic way to reach potential listeners. Social media promotion. Use your social media platforms to engage with your audience and promote your podcast. This could involve sharing episode snippets, going live on Instagram to discuss a recent episode, or starting a Facebook group for your listeners. Email marketing. If you have an email list, make sure to promote your new episodes to your subscribers. If you don't have an email list yet, consider starting one. Partnerships and collaborations. Collaborate with other podcasters, influencers, or brands in your niche. This can help you tap into their audience and bring new listeners to your podcast. Paid advertising. If you have a budget for it, consider running ads on social media or other podcasts to reach a broader audience. Listener engagement. Engage with your listeners regularly. This could be through reading and responding to listener emails, shouting out to listeners in your episodes, or hosting Q&A sessions. Engagement can turn casual listeners into loyal fans who are more likely to recommend your podcast to others. Offer value. This might seem obvious, but it's worth stating. The more value you provide, the more likely listeners are to stick around, recommend your podcast to others, and even become paying customers or patrons. And there you have it, a comprehensive guide to growing and scaling your podcast. Implementing these strategies can help elevate your podcast, expanding your reach and impact. Join us in the next episode of Podcasting for Personal Brands, where we'll tackle the important topic of dealing with podcast burnout. Until then, keep striving, keep growing, and remember your voice matters.
That's it for this episode. Make sure you check the show notes for additional resources. We would love to hear your feedback, and it would mean the world to us if you would leave us a review. We appreciate your time, and we will see you on the next one.